Okay, here we go. The Planet Mikey Show.
He's about to get crazy and wild. Stay for a while. Don't touch your radio dial.
Planet Mikey Show.
Kicking it back, sports talk. Listen to that and stay tuned for some giggles and laughs. Go.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Welcome to the Planet Mikey Show.
Yes, we know the thing, but do you, Mr. President, know the thing? Do you know the thing? Welcome to this episode. A 250,000 downloads later, we finally hit that goal of ours, which is 180 episodes of the Planet Mikey podcast. And my special thanks to Bill Smith and Ben Kitchen, without whom it would be just a show about orangutans, which is coming up. Within a few weeks, we're going to have that too. In fact, we're going to have a couple orangutans in here. Do you know people that call it orangutan?
Yeah.
I know there's no G on the end.
No, I think
it's spelled orangutan.
Orangutan is correct.
But people don't ever say that, and if they do, it's like stupid. It makes them sound stupid.
I know. Everybody says orangutan.
They're the Illinois people.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly. Which
be.
you mentioned a couple podcasts ago.
I hate those people.
You hate them.
Oh.
Anybody comes in here and says Illinois, there's going to be problems.
Big problems.
Ben is going to jump on them and beat the living
Like
snot
an
out of
orangutan.
them. Yes, right. With his long, hairy arms.
I'll shoot video of that and we'll post it.
No, good.
You know, I look at the camera monitor here now that we're on YouTube. For those of you that would rather watch this, I can't imagine there's a lot of you. Yeah. But if you do want to watch this, you can do that on YouTube. How do they do that, Ben? Tell everybody.
They go to youtube.com/Planet Mikey.
/Planet Mikey?
Or just go to youtube.com and in that little search bar, you type in Planet Mikey.
Okay, because I may want to watch it one of these days. You know what I'm saying?
Do you?
Sometimes I do like to watch myself.
Do you ever find it odd to watch yourself on a TV show and wonder, was that really you?
Was that me?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was doing, 5 hours of live television a week.
Yeah.
And no, I did not want to. I'll tell you what, though. Here's the thing. I think I look much better on camera than I do in person.
Let me have a look here. Hold on. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you do look pretty good there, Mike.
Here's my TV smile. Ready? I'm going to do this for for those of you that are not watching on YouTube. I'm doing a smile into the camera
All right, go
right
ahead.
now. Where's the camera? It's on top of the computer.
Right there, good.
Okay, ready?
What are you saying? He's got horse teeth?
Yeah. So anyway, we're here. Bill Smith.
Yeah, thanks.
Take a bow.
Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
I have a lot of ship jokes.
Ship, like
Yeah.
as in an ocean-going vessel?
Yeah, like like Howard Stern would take a bow,
Yeah.
right? All right, see what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Right in the old poop deck.
Okay.
I keep my jokes filed by category. So if you name a category, I can go off with stupid dad jokes and puns anytime.
You have like a thematic system to your...
Anytime you want.
Yeah.
I did the other night. I was working with Jeff Deal at his fundraiser.
Yep.
In Malden, and we were at a bowling alley. As it was a big what's it called? Mix 360.
Mix 360 in Malden.
Huge
Yep.
bowling alley. I didn't know that, but I figured,
Great place.
he's on a roll.
Yep.
It's I'll get my mind out of the gutter for this one. Okay, these are jokes about bowling, and I said, okay, I'll spare you the bowling jokes.
Hold
and
on.
everybody goes,
You did this in front of the crowd?
yeah, and everybody goes, and I said, in fact, I better split. It was like, and they all said, Dad, is this covering the camera now? There you go.
Yep.
We're 5 minutes in. We haven't done shit.
Nope.
I know. Yep.
We could thank the sponsors. That's productive. First of all, we have our tonight's sponsors, which is betonline.ag. I'll get to that in a second. I want to always mention my grandma's world-famous coffee cake, which we gave one to John Fiore last week, and he loves them. 1-800-8-GRANDMA is the number to call if you ever need a last-minute gift that's beautiful and perfect and classy and yummy. 1-800-8-GRANDMA is the toll-free number, or go to mygrandma.com and order somebody a coffee cake. It's not just a little dinky coffee cake. It's a big, giant for the whole family. You've had them.
Oh, they're delicious. The problem is you can't stop eating.
You can, though.
You can't, well.
Yeah. Well, you can pass out.
The coffee cake I got, the last one,
Yeah.
I opened it up. I pulled it out of the wrapper.
Jumped in your lap.
I sat it down. I gave it a... Oh, that smells good. You know the smell. You can smell it right now, can't you?
Yeah, that's good.
And I took off a wedge that it was about maybe 3 inches wide. And before I cut, I went 2 more inches, and I
of
ate
course.
the whole damn thing.
Of course, because
Yeah.
it's delicious
Oh,
and
man.
delectable. My grandma's coffee cake, the best in the world. And tell him Mikey sent you. Shawsheen Firearms of Bill Ricca.
That's right, Vinny.
The gunsmith extraordinaire, Vinny.
Yep.
Italian gunsmith extraordinaire.
He's great, man. This guy, he crafts. I went in there for a tour, and he's got all the guns and everything. He's in all the ammo. But in the back is his workshop. And what he does is he makes guns from nothing. And you wouldn't believe, talk about an artisan. The guy is really, really good at what he does.
But they're not ghost guns.
No, they're real guns, real collector items.
Handcrafted.
And he can repair anything. You bring it in, he knows all about it.
That's Shawsheen Firearms of Bill Ricca.
Yep.
We like to give these guys free plugs because they deserve it. We don't put any advertiser on the podcast that isn't great. Then the product isn't great. Isn't that right, Ben?
Right.
You're the quality control inspector.
Yes, I am.
I want to mention Mike Stacy's golf instruction at Shining Rock, which is my home golf course. I know I mentioned last week.
Yeah.
Mike Stacy has if you go to MikeStacyGolf.com, M-I-K-E, S-T-A-C-Y, Stacy, golf.com. And he has group lessons. He has individual lessons. He can teach anybody anything on what's wrong with their swing and make it better. MikeStacyGolf.com.
Could he fix my slice?
He can fix anything golf related.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a slice, like if you cut yourself shaving, nah, I didn't care about
I
that.
see. Thanks.
1-800-GET-HAIR. Look at my hair. Look at my hair. It's
beautiful.
It's my own hair.
My God.
It's my own real hair growing out of my own head. And the reason it's my own hair because they take the hair from where you don't have any, from when you have a lot, and put it where you don't have any, and it grows because it's your own hair.
Just a simple relocate.
Leonard Hair Transplant Associates, Dr. Matthew Lepresti, 1-800-GET-HAIR. You get a free, no obligation consultation if you're balding. Just call them because it's free. They'll tell you what's up.
Other hair doctors around the country consult with these guys to
do.
get it done right.
First they call me, and I say, go ahead. And then, of course, betonline.ag, which is our current sponsor. And for those of you betting, I had a great week.
Ooh.
I lost a little bit on the Celtics, but I won a lot on the Red Sox.
Oh,
and
nice.
Our partners at BetOnline continue to be the number one source for all your betting needs and sports information. You find the latest odds, the news, the sports developments to help you bet better. You bet with your head, not with your heart, okay? And your wallet. This year's NBA Finals, in progress, and the Celtics, by the way, are going to win tomorrow night. I know this.
How much you got on it?
It's $400.
All right.
I borrowed $100 from my kid.
So you believe this is going to happen?
NHL hockey, you got all kinds of things. Major League Baseball. The Red Sox, by the way, red hot. The pitching staff, complete games even. It's been unbelievable. Last night, Michael Wacha. I mean, they're actually finishing what they started. The Red Sox have 3 complete games this year. They didn't have 3 all last year. I love complete games.
So you're back in on the Red Sox.
Yeah, I am.
You were
I am.
so down
And
at the
it's-
beginning of the season.
They hit pretty good, but the pitching is coming around. Now, their bullpen, they have no saves. They have like 8 saves as a team total, which is terrible. But they're you know why? They're keeping the starter. Anyway, I got to get back to this here. BetOnline is your continued source for all your sports wagering information, from live betting to playoff sports and more. BetOnline.ag is where you want to go. Head to the website and get your 50% bonus. It's a welcome bonus on your first deposit by using our promo code, which is CLNS50. CLNS. Now, what does CLNS stand for? Huh? Anybody? Cute.
You're asking me.
Cute.
Cute.
Loins. Never.
Sour.
Suck.
Suck. Oh, okay.
CLNS 50. Get the bonus. Get free money. It's free money.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever you put in there, put a 50% bonus and you'll be happy.
That was a well-done commercial. You delivered a beautiful job on that one.
In the radio business, that commercial would have got me fired.
You think?
And I know,
Oh, man.
because I've been through that many, many times. How many times have I been fired?
11.
10. It's a good guess.
Thank you.
I'm not going to go through it now because it hurts my own feelings. Time for me to blow my nose like I do every episode.
Go ahead, take a
this
deep
is for
breath.
the YouTube watchers.
Yeah.
Tissue.
Tissue.
Nostrilic membranes. That sounded like a fart.
I know, man.
I never fart in public. Never. That's just one thing I don't do. There's not a lot of things on that list. All right, now, back to the show.
Yes.
Okay. It's hot in here, isn't it?
No.
No,
I think it feels great.
kind of cool. It's very
Perfect.
nice, yeah.
Got the AC on?
No, shut it off just to sweat you out.
You know, I killed a monkey with the AC one time.
Oh,
Oh,
Gilligan.
poor, that was Gilligan.
Gilligan.
Hey, the bad news for Massachusetts is Raytheon is moving
Bye-bye.
to
News?
Virginia. Hey! And now, the news. As Jimmy Durante would say back when he used to do the news. That's no banana, that's my nose. Time for the news. Wherever you are. Okay. Raytheon's moving to Virginia. The reason is no one knows.
No one knows.
No, but I know this. Raytheon is the 6th largest employer in Massachusetts.
Defense contractor.
Yeah.
That's not good. And they're moving to D.C., a suburb of D.C.,
Yeah.
so they can be closer to the corrupt politicians
Where the money is.
that send the money their way. They're big involved in intelligence, CIA, FBI, space,
They're the real thing.
surveillance, everything.
Yep.
Raytheon's moving to Virginia, and that means everybody down there is going to be saying, I'll work for Raytheon.
Yep.
So is this do you see this being a bad trend starting? Because for a long time, businesses were flocking to Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Do you see that starting to flip now and they're just going to start exodusing out?
Oh, my God, yes. It's going to be... Pretty soon the duck boats are going to leave. Bunch of quacks.
Oh, here we go.
I'm sorry. I'm going to paddle that off as a duck story.
Just put it on my bill.
I mean, hey, I'm down with that. Oh, that's geese. Sorry. I got a real story here now.
A real story.
A real news story. Here we go. Let me put on my news glasses. And my news glasses, FM.
Now the news with Mike Adams.
I mean, can you do it as like PBS, a little calmer, a little?
Now the news with Michael Adams.
Thank
They have to be more calm than that. It has to be.
Michael Adams with the news.
Coming up next, the news with Michael Adams.
We've got the news next on PBS and PBS FM.
At 8 p.m.,
Orlando-
Ken Bird's new documentary.
Orlando, Florida. Authorities arrested a 28-year-old woman on charges including manslaughter after her 2-year-old son shot and killed his father with a gun that hadn't been properly stored, according to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Marie Ayala
Not good.
told deputies that her husband, 26-year-old Reggie Mabry, was playing video games on May 26th in a room with their 3 young children when she heard a loud pop. She found her husband with a gunshot wound, disarmed the gun, began chest compressions, according to the news station. And when you have chest compressions and you've been shot in the chest, it tends to force the blood out of the hole.
You would think.
Hasn't she ever shot anyone before? When the deputies arrived, they found Ayala performing CPR on Mabry. He was taken to a hospital where he died of his injuries.
Man.
Investigators initially believed the shooting might have been a suicide. However, the sheriff said the couple's 5-year-old son told authorities that his 2-year-old brother shot their father. What 5-year-old would point the finger at a 2-year-old and say, he did it? Every one of them.
Very clever 5-year-old.
That's right.
It's like blame it on the 2-year-old. No one's going to be
Daddy, Bobby. Shoot
Well,
Daddy.
They'll just be mad at mommy and daddy.
Even better, the mother shoots him and says to the 5-year-old,
Tell him the 2-year-old.
Tommy did it. Or whatever is right.
And Tommy said that.
And he says, yeah, no, he did too. He's stupid. None of the children were injured. There was also a 5-month-old child in the room. Do you think these people were busy? Throughout the investigation, detectives were able to determine that although both Mabry and Ayala were convicted felons, they had left an illegal firearm in the room they shared with their children, adding that the couple was on probation on child neglect and narcotics charges.
Great.
So these are clearly parental parents of the year candidates.
Oh, yeah.
The gun was not properly stored. They're going to blame it on the fact that it wasn't properly stored instead of that they didn't have one or that it wasn't locked up or that the mother did it. Now, I'm saying the mother did it. I'm saying there's a chance she did it.
Mm-hmm.
Or that she illegally had one.
They arrested
Isn't
her.
that the key part of that,
Well,
actually?
yeah.
Not that it's not locked up, none of that. Illegally had it.
Yeah.
Well, they arrested her on charges of manslaughter by culpable negligence, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of ammunition by a convicted felon, and violation of probation. The officials noted that children will likely carry emotional wounds forever. The father's dead, the mother's in jail, and a young child has to live their life knowing that he shot their father. Well, allegedly, he shot the father. Now, here's the problem. These days, with the big discussions on gun control and how to avoid tragedy, they don't even right now prosecute the laws they have on the books that are applied to guns. We've been reading about it for months and months. Some guy shoots somebody, he's out of jail in 3 days, or he's out of jail in 1 day.
Yeah.
You shot somebody. Shouldn't we keep him in jail till we know why, what happened, whose gun it was? No. Yeah, go ahead. In L.A., San Francisco, New York, and Boston, they're going to be with this DA person. They're going to let these people out after we don't even know what's going on. It's not even the gun laws that they have. They don't enforce. So they want more gun laws that they won't enforce. Of course they do. Sick of it.
Stop it. Stop it now, God.
My guns are locked up at home in a safe, and it needs my fingerprint to get in.
Yeah, but you have that crossbow just hanging on the wall.
I know.
It scares the shit out of me every time I'm
I know.
there.
I should wipe the blood off the tip of that thing.
That's blood?
More news.
News.
News. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, there's really no way to put this delicately, but I'll try. A Florida driver. It's always Florida. You noticed?
Right.
A Florida driver distracted by receiving intimate services from his passenger. She was giving him a knob job.
Yeah. A little.
He lost track of his surroundings and crashed head-on. Mm-hmm. And it gets worse. He crashed into a FedEx delivery vehicle in Fort Lauderdale Thursday, resulting in, quote, injuries to his private area.
Oh, yeah. That would do it.
Is that like, what was that movie with Robin Williams, The World According to Garp?
Garp.
Didn't he have damages caused to his private area when someone plowed him in the driveway? The driver and the passenger apparently driving northbound in an SUV on North Ocean Boulevard, when the driver became distracted by his passenger's performance.
Well, there you go.
And he crossed the center line, striking the delivery van as it traveled southbound. That's always a good head-on. It's like bing, bang, nut crusher.
He got distracted. He was about to deliver a package.
Neither occupant of the FedEx vehicle was injured. The only package harm was the one you beat him to.
Yeah.
The only package harm was the one being attentively gift wrapped by the passenger of the SUV. The footage of the aerial footage of the aftermath showed both SUV occupants being treated at the scene with their pants around their ankles.
Oh, there you go.
Her pants were around her ankles? I'm assuming the other one was a
pants
woman.
were around his ankles.
Oh, my goodness.
Other reports indicate the driver and his passenger were both injured in the collision, which happened while the deed was being done.
Oh.
Despite suffering perhaps the most predictable consequence in the world, the driver appears to have gotten lucky twice over. The resulting injuries were not reported to be reproductively catastrophic. I'm so glad that guy can reproduce.
What about the woman? Did she get a bruised jaw?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Maybe she lost a tooth.
A little lockjaw going on. He's lucky she didn't.
Oh, maybe she lost a tooth. What did I throw out over here?
The news that you were reading?
Behind him. He's looking for something now.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on.
He finds something.
That's
like
the
you
one
narrating, Mikey.
Hold on. That was the story I was going to do. I meant to throw this one away. God.
He's made another
Because I got more
mistake.
news.
Yeah, look at him go.
Can we have that? Can we have that news intro again, please, Smitty?
The news intro? Yes.
Yeah, please. And now the news. A naked man and a woman in a towel were arrested in Polk County, Florida. See, it's always Florida.
Gotta love Florida.
Yeah.
When sheriff's deputies... Why am I echoing?
You go in the newsroom now.
Yeah, no, that's unprofessional.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
Sheriff's deputies picked a particularly awkward moment to make a felony arrest. The suspect, who's 29 years old, a man, was in his shower. Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah, I'm very confused.
A couple of
right
deputies knocked on the door, and a woman answered wearing nothing but a towel, and she appeared wet. The sheriff's office said. We go to the sheriff's office now for comment.
I'm surprised he could tell if she was wearing a towel.
Well, she appeared wet. These deputies were not detectives, but they were very, very smart.
Tell us the story.
Their keen investigative skills led them to believe she just got out of the shower.
Ooh.
She told the deputies nobody else was in the house.
Is this a Red Shoe Diary, or what are you reading here?
She even told deputies to come in and look if they want. There's no one else in the house. These deputies were smart. He said, well, let's have a look. A search followed, leading deputies to a locked bedroom door. The woman told deputies she didn't have a key to the bedroom door. But she lived there. She just kept it locked. Which prompted a deputy to go outside, climb through the bedroom window. Once inside, the deputy found a wet, naked man. Hiding behind a door.
Oh, he was alive.
In the bathroom. It was Hunter Biden. No.
Oh, man.
He conceded that he and the woman were in the shower together in the bathroom. He conceded that. The man was arrested on 2 felony warrants for tampering with victim and burglary with assault and battery. The woman was also arrested for trying to hide him, officials said.
He must have been good at his job.
She was also charged with violating her probation. Both were transported to jail, properly attired, yet still wet. The end.
Quick question: best prison movie
Ever?
Yeah.
The one that had, who was the lady that was in, the girl that was in The Exorcist?
Linda Blair.
Yeah, she was in a prison movie that I thought was tremendous.
What was it called?
She must have taken 4 naked baths in that movie. I don't remember what it's called. It was one of those prison, women's prison movies.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
I'm going to give you this.
Let's watch it now.
No, hold on. I found something
But Bill took the TV away from us.
that you might find interesting, Mike.
No way.
They surveyed 564 delivery drivers.
Okay.
These are people who
I don't deliver.
They deliver anything.
but I don't
Delivery drivers. So 564 delivery drivers were surveyed, and we found out a couple of things. 10% of these guys pretended not to speak English. Now, that seems reasonable, doesn't it? Exactly. Now, urinating on or around a customer's house. How many? What would you say?
I've never done that.
What would you say the percentage would be?
15%.
Last time I urinated on anybody's house was when we dropped off Pete Shepard after Planet Mikey down in Hull, Massachusetts, and the entire limo got out and took a leak on the on the garage door of the house that Pete was living in. True story.
9% of 564 people surveyed will do that. They've admitted to it. 10% urinate in a bottle. 16% throw your packages. Imagine that. They told the truth on this.
I find them all the time on the street adjacent to mine, just in the middle of the road. Neighbors' packages. It's fucking insane.
I keep my package right here, right here in my pants.
Even when you're driving?
Yeah, I never throw it.
Number 6 on this survey, out of 564 delivery drivers, 17% said opening and resealing packages.
How many? 17?
17% said that. Another 17%, number 5.
Say they urinate in 2 bottles.
They steal packages and items from the packages.
Well, that's not really very encouraging.
No. But this is
Are these Amazon drivers?
I don't know. It just says,
they're just regular
It
height.
says delivery drivers of anything that's delivered, like food or whatever. Number 4, the marking a package as delivered when it wasn't.
That definitely happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
23%, number 3 on the list. Intentionally damaging packages.
Oh, that's just mean.
If you get in a bad one, you get a package that's kind of crushed and ruined,
All
big
the
holes
time.
in it.
Yeah, I would find if I found that person, I would crush and ruin them.
Okay, number 2.
Because I'm a bad man.
25% of these 564 delivery drivers, 25% said they hooked up in the delivery truck.
Right, with their package.
That's that's right. Number 1 on the
I
list.
want to know anything about this.
Or someone else's package.
This is hurting my feelings. I deliver people.
Hold on now. 564 delivery drivers interviewed. 27% said they had inappropriate communications with the customers. I don't know what that means, but
Yeah, well,
Excuse, I have a question. Do you want to see my dick fall into that category?
now hold on. How about this? Here's the bonus.
Does that happen to you all the time?
yes.
23% of the time?
No, they ask me if I want to.
79% of food delivery drivers admitted to eating a customer's food.
Oh, that shit happens all the time.
So I guess the moral of the story here, Smitty, is when you meet a delivery driver, kick him in the nuts, just on general principles.
You, come over here.
Come here. I heard a lot about you. Oh, there you go, you son of a bitch.
Here's the one I'm telling you: do not order from pizza places because the delivery driver will have had his hands in
Had
it.
a bite.
Anytime you order fries,
Oh, yeah. Well,
don't
fries.
order
take-
fries. Yes,
I don't.
They absolutely
First of all, I
take-
never order food for anybody that anybody could have possibly touched.
You know, when
I
you
don't do
order
it.
a meal at a takeout or anywhere, like Five Guys, whatever, what's the first thing you eat on the way home? You open the bag
fries.
and go for the fries.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what they're thinking. The problem is, I don't let someone give the opportunity to touch my food. I will not. I don't order this DoorDash bullshit. I'll go pick it up myself, and then I'll Lyft drive it home.
How much do you charge yourself?
Whatever the going rate is.
$4.99 a gallon?
Whatever the going, I figure I make out better in the end with that. All right. So now, by the way, coming up on this week's episode of 15 Minutes of Shame, we're going to talk about metaverse avatar rape. We're going to talk about Pelosi's drunk husband,
Yep.
who's doing his best mutt impersonation lately. And we're going to talk about how somebody on Twitter called me a cracker.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes.
That's so hateful.
Specific kind of cracker or just generally you're
He's a minority and I'm white, so he called me a cracker.
Oh, so you're a cracker. Oh.
It's coming up on this episode, this week's episode of what's it called? 15 minutes of
Shame.
crack ass
Cracker
cracker.
Chamay. Jim Seals died. Seals and Crofts. He
Oh, no
died
kidding.
today, 80 years old.
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that. And for this guy who had a lot of hits, I'd like to do my version of Hummingbird, don't fly away, fly away. No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm glad you wouldn't do that. Yeah.
By the way, Jim Seals, do you know anything about his family?
I know he and his brother belong to the Baha'i faith. Which,
Relative
I
of
didn't expect actual information.
oh, well, there you go. And,
He's a brother of Easter seals, right?
And the Baha'i
No.
faith is sort of it's an all-inclusive, very loving community.
That's, they'll all go to hell in the end. No, he's the brother of England Dan from John Ford Coley fame. England Dan and John Ford Coley. Well, I really want to see you tonight. You like that song? You know all those songs?
Yeah.
England Dan Seals, and John Ford Coley.
Stars of Yacht Rock.
England Dan and John Ford Coley.
Yeah.
Yacht Rock. Yeah. I'm a star of Yahtzee Rock, by the way.
Yahtzee
No one
Rock.
plays Yahtzee better than me. And I annoy my people I'm playing against by taking it in the cup and shaking it for. I shake it each time for 30 seconds before everybody hates me, and then I win.
Is it because they quit and you win by default?
Jim Seals, "Summer Breeze" was one of
Summer
his
Breeze,
hits.
a nice one,
Tremendous
yeah.
song.
He wrote a song called Ruby Jean and Billy Lee. I think it's Billy Lee, about their wives, Seals and Crofts'
See,
wives.
he knows more about this subject than I do, and I brought it to the table.
It's a beautiful
He
song.
knows a lot about this stuff. I think he listens to Yacht Rock.
I do.
Do
a
you
little
listen
bit.
to Yacht Rock?
Sometimes I do.
Yeah. So, R.I.P., as they say in the death business, rip
Jimmy
Jim
Seals.
Seals.
There you go, bud.
But yeah, the death business is big money. I don't know if you know this. People are dying to get in that business. No, but it's very grave situation now. See, here I go again with the dad jokes. I'm sorry. I'm going to bury this topic. I really am.
Speaking of it, bury or cremate?
That's a good question. What are you guys going to do?
Cremate.
You are?
Yeah, and I want it done the old school way. I don't want to just be put in one of those
Tied up to
Jimmy
a
Jones
post.
ovens and just slid through and just burnt down.
Like Hansel and Gretel.
Yes.
You're going to tie Ben to a post.
Yeah, just leave some crumbs. We'll get you out of there.
Yeah, like the Wicker Man. Build me a big thing and just put it in there and just light the whole thing up.
Joan of Arc.
I'd like to be buried
Well, I
in the
don't want to be
backyard.
alive when they burn me.
See, I want them to burn me and then just dig a big hole and then just kick me right in the ash hole.
Here lies the remains of Mike Adams.
I'm doing dad jokes again. I'm sorry. It's a never-ending problem.
God.
What are we talking about? Jim Seals?
Jim Seals.
Dead.
Yep.
Okay, who else? Let's move on to the next guy. Who's alive? Oh, no, a cremate. Oh,
What the fuck? I don't know.
I'm saying a cremate. I'm not going to be cremated. No, I want to bury. I'm figuring there's going to be, all those parties in the graveyard with the ghosts whenever no one's looking.
Yeah.
I want to be part of that.
You want to be a part of the Monster Mash?
Ash blowing in the wind somewhere, or having Keith Richards snort me.
I think you would like Keith Richards to snort you.
He didn't even care about his father's ashes. He did his father. Yeah. Oh, Dad. It's just so Keith.
So fucked up.
Yep.
So I did one lift ride I want to mention. In fact, do I have my phone? I'll play us a little bit of sound.
All right.
First, I have to go.
Go ahead.
Voice memos. Here it is. Ready?
Yeah.
Can you hear this?
Turn it up, Mike.
Fatty McFat.
Oh, no,
Oops.
that's not it. Fatty.
Do you just sit in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot and comment on everyone that comes through?
I picked her up and hold on.
I took the guy to the dispensary, this guy named Vic in Leominster, and he's missing some teeth. In fact, all of them in the front like a hockey player. And traffic was bad, so I said, oh man, this is, and I forgot. And I said, this sucks. This is like pulling teeth getting through this. And I realized that he has no fucking teeth.
That actually happened.
What are you doing up in Leominster?
I was picking up a ride. So I'm in Leominster. Guy gets in.
He has no
I got
fucking
stuck in
teeth.
traffic. He didn't open his mouth. I said, God, this is like pulling teeth, guys. I was stuck in traffic. And then I realized when he started talking to me, hey, he was missing the forefront, like a hockey puck had knocked out all four of his front teeth. And I said, oh my God, I said that. I probably made him feel awful.
That guy's making fun of me.
Did you guys see this video that's been going around? This little girl, it's clearly some kind of karate class or something, and she goes to kick the board and break it. She doesn't get it on the first try, but she gets it on the second try. And the instructor goes to give her like a high 10.
She kicks in.
And you don't realize it at first when you watch it, and then she kind of just walks away, and you're like, oh, that was weird. Watch it again, you realize, oh shit, the girl's got no arms.
Oh, man.
Oh, so that's not going to be a high 5 or 10.
Oh,
that's
like-
going to be
So
a
it
low.
could have been worse for you, Mike.
She should have just given him a high stump.
It's like Joe Biden congratulating some
Yeah.
some guy in a wheelchair, and the crowd tells him, stand up, take a bow.
So she had no. So then she wrote a book called Farewell to Arms. Right? I'm sorry. All right. Okay. Now I'm sorry. I don't know. That was in bad taste.
Oh, God.
You know. I mean, people who are armless are harmless. Let's face it.
That's terrible.
Except if you're an orangutan, then they can still get you. They can grab you with their feet.
That's right.
Orangutan. From now on, I'm going to call them orangutans and watch the looks on people's faces. It's Tang.
Did y'all see this orangutan video?
It's Tang.
Was that movie Any Which Way But Loose with
Clint Eastwood?
Clint Eastwood, yeah. You ever see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and that's also a perfect description of my bowels. Which way but loose. Now listen.
What is it?
Sick fuck.
I'm telling you, I'm having a hard time today.
Oh, God.
Things that are illegal in foreign countries. Do we have some music for this? Some foreign music?
Oh, foreign
No,
music.
it doesn't have to be
Let me
foreign.
see. No, I don't think we have any. Hey, we can give you this.
I think we have an award-winning podcast going on right now.
Well, this is good, yeah.
I have bloodshot eye. I got problems. All kinds of problems.
Go ahead, Mike. Let it rip now.
It's illegal to ride a cow while drunk in Scotland.
Of course.
Have you ever tried it?
What if you're high?
Didn't say anything. Okay. I'm not sure they would know.
Did you ever ride a cow?
No.
Yeah, she broke up with me.
Oh,
After.
oh man.
It was I was an utter failure.
What was her name? Bessie?
I'm gonna milk this for everything I can. I molested her. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You should be.
Yeah.
You know what's illegal on French beaches?
No.
Any kind of bathing suit except Speedos.
Speedos are
Yep.
They're not allowed.
Wait,
Men must wear Speedos
Oh,
on
must
French beaches.
I see.
Really?
Banana hammock. Isn't that unbelievable? You must. No, you can't. Oh.
Get those board shorts out of here,
Go
freak.
get your Speedo.
We want to see the outline of your cock. Come on.
Michelle, you must get your Speedo before you come onto a beach. Here's one. In Poland,
Yeah.
don't wear your Winnie the Pooh T-shirt because they have banned them in Poland, considering that Winnie the Pooh never wears pants. It's obscene.
Jeez, what does Donald Duck do?
Same thing.
Yep.
Same thing. I don't know. You know what's illegal to do in Singapore? Chew gum.
Didn't that? Remember the case from the early '90s? The kid that like spit on the. No, he vandalized a couple of cars. I think there was a famous case where they caned him. Right?
Oh yeah. Oh, that was
good.
awful.
If it was my car, I would have caned him too. But this is chewing gum. Now, you stick gum on my car, I'll double cane you. Because gum's hard to get off. That's the problem in Singapore. They don't. They're tired of trying to remove it from the streets. Everybody was walking around chewing gum all the time. By the way, do you ever meet anybody that snaps their gum at every bite? Like they just keep snapping it?
No.
I had a Lyft rider the other day who was doing that. I wanted to say to her, would you stop with the gum? And she had a mask on.
How did she sound? Did she say anything?
No. Bitch. No, I don't care. I'm just kidding. I don't care if she chews it.
Jeez, Mike.
It's illegal to chew gum in Singapore. No selfies with Buddha when you're in Sri Lanka.
Well,
Last time I was there, God, I can't remember. Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird words that has an S and an R to begin it. It's like the golf ball called Srixon.
Yeah.
Srixon. This is Sri Lanka. You know, if I was them, I would change it to something a little more easy to pronounce, like
Put an H in between them.
like Paulanka.
Should have seen that coming.
No, I didn't even know it was coming myself. It just popped up. It's illegal to wear lacy undies in Russia.
Oh, that's
How are they going to know?
That's right, especially for guys. You must hang artwork in Wyoming buildings. If you build a what do you call it? A municipal building in Wyoming, it has to have artwork that's worth at least 1% of the value of the building. In Wyoming. What the hell is that?
What purpose does that serve?
I don't know, but it's true.
Taxpayers' money well spent.
When you're passing a car in New Jersey, you must honk.
Okay.
That's easy for geese. Not so easy for drivers. Sometimes your hands are, you're doing stuff. But if you're passing somebody, you're supposed to honk. Isn't that? I didn't know that. I'm going to honk all the time when I'm in Jersey now, even when I'm not passing somebody. There's no
Bill,
law
I
against
think,
it.
I think for Christmas, you and I should pool some money together and buy Mikey a new horn for the Grand Marquis. One of those. Ahooga!
Yeah.
How about one that has a song, like the guy in the Goodfellas, what he had is the Godfather theme, It's so stupid. It's illegal to. Oh, this is one of my favorites. It's illegal to reincarnate without permission in China.
Oh, well, that explains a lot.
Yeah. You got to say, okay, I'm going to reincarnate. Well, what are you going to be? I don't know. Pigeon.
That's right.
Not a safe country to be a pigeon.
Well, you know that joke, Joe and Mo. Joe and Mo are best friends, and when Mo told Joe, he said, "When we die, let's call each other. Tell us what it's like in heaven." Yeah. He goes, "Yeah. Oh, if you go first, you call me. If I die, I'll call you." So Joe dies, and Mo's like, "Oh, this is sad. I wonder if he'll call." And then Joe calls Mo, and Joe says, "Oh, it's great." Mo says, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, it's awesome, man." He goes, "You're gonna love this." He says, "Oh, well, tell me what it's like." He says, "Well, I get up in the morning. It's sex in the morning, sex in the afternoon, sex at night. It's sex all the time." He says, "I can't believe that's what it's like in heaven." He says, "Heaven, fuck." He goes, "I'm a jackrabbit in Arizona." Another adventure of Joe and Mo on next week's podcast. It's illegal to kill Bigfoot in British Columbia.
Oh, yeah, that'd be terrible.
First, you got to find him. Yeah. You got to kill him. If you don't dispose of the body, you'll get caught. You'll be in trouble because it's illegal to kill Bigfoot in British Columbia. But you'll get on a lot of reality shows.
What if you're being attacked by Bigfoot? Wouldn't you still
Just
couldn't
gotta
kill
sit
him?
there and take it.
It says it's illegal. You can hurt him. You can step on his feet or something, but it's illegal to pee in the ocean in Portugal.
Oh, that explains a lot,
How would
too.
you know?
There it is.
How would you know? How are you going to know if someone pees in the ocean in Portugal? You say, "It's whale piss. I swear. I swam through it. It's not mine." I mean, who's going to know? I mean, like they're way above you watching, and there's all of a sudden there's a yellow cloud around you in the water. Oh, get him!
I wonder what the precedent was that made that law come about.
I don't know, but it's a law. Men cannot wear strapless gowns in Florida.
Son of a bitch. I'm not going to Florida
geez.
again.
No, and you had just bought a new one.
Yeah.
It's illegal to eat a person in Idaho.
I'm not going to Idaho either.
Right? Speaking
Illegal.
of eating a person, we have a great song coming up for you with Joe and Jerry. You got to stand by for this. It's also illegal to climb a tree in Toronto. And I throw that into the end because, really? We're going to arrest the kids?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I've been throwing all my trash back here on the floor.
That's what they do on TV.
They throw it over here?
Yeah, they just drop
Oh,
it.
hey, I was a TV anchor.
That's
man,
right, I remember.
For 12 years. I know where the trash
Give
goes.
us a little bit of that anchor. Go ahead.
I was pretty, even though I was ugly, I was a pretty good anchor with the content. I just didn't look the part, and that's what hurt me. High def.
But that's a good thing, though, because they didn't focus on you, on your looks. They just listened
They
to the
didn't
message.
dare focus on me. They said, "What happened? Where did he get Randy Johnson's face? He looks like Jorge Cantu."
And now the news with Mike Adams.
That's it. That's all. That's the end of the news, actually. Now I got to tell you a sad story. How long is this podcast? It's like an hour.
Sorry. God, go ahead.
It's like an hour so far. I need another Snapple. It's so long.
Jeez.
My dog Timothy
Oh, yes, this is.
has been through some rough things. He's going to be 10 years old in August, and he's a Sheltie, and he's a beautiful little pup.
It's a good dog,
and I
too.
love him.
Great dog.
And I love this dog. And the other day he couldn't walk, and he wasn't putting any pressure on his left hind leg, and he was actually yelping when he tried to move. He was really hurting, and I said, "What the hell's going on?" So the vet was closed, so I brought him in Monday. And we had to carry him because, he's 60 pounds. 60 pounds Sheltie. I overfeed him. And I got to say that the vet told me I'm killing him with kindness. Been giving him too many treats. He says, "What do you give him?" I said, ice cream,
Because he loves it.
steak.
Yeah.
I give him leftover burgers
Yeah.
from McDonald's, and I give him cookies, watermelon. I give him everything. I treat him like a family member, but he got fat. And I don't know if that's how he hurt he tore his ACL. And now he doesn't move much. And the doctor gave me some pain pills for him, and hopefully he'll recover if he's on a diet, not unlike me. I've lost 6 pounds. He needs to lose 20.
Losing the weight is good, though.
So Timothy, my little buddy, is, and my son was so upset because when I took him to the vet, he thought he's going to die. My son's 12 now, but he's had that dog since he was 2.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
He has no memories without the dog
Yep.
in our house, in our yard. So I'm like, okay, so we're going to keep him alive for a while. The doctor said most dogs in this shape are euthanized. I said, we're going to un-euthanize him. We're going to keep him alive somehow. But so best wishes to my dog, Timothy. I think everybody will agree on that. And
Mike sent a video that was taken a little while ago. He's feeding the dog some watermelons. So you see the dog on the floor, and Mikey's hand comes into the frame with a wedge of delicious watermelon.
Yep, it was delicious.
And Timothy comes up, and he says, "Go ahead, have a bite." Timmy, he's just real happy with the watermelon. "Go ahead, take another one." So he does. We wait a moment, and Mike says, "Melancholy."
He's a little melancholy, and he is. He's a collie. Yeah. He's a Sheltie. Anyway, so I'm sad about that, but not too sad to make a joke about the whole Timothy thing, and bring into the picture our musical guests of the day, Joe and Jerry, with the song "Timothy." Trapped in a mine, they caved in, and everyone knows, Joe, the only ones left were Joe and me and Tim. When they broke through to pull us free, the only ones left to tell the tale was Joe and me. Timothy! Timothy? Where on earth did you go? Hey, Timothy! Timothy! God, why don't I know? Can you believe it? Hungry as hell, no food to eat. And Joe said that he would sell his soul for just a piece of meat. Water enough to drink for 2, and Joe said to me, "I'll take a swig, and then there's some for you." Yeah, you. Oh, Timothy. Timothy. Joe was looking at you. That's me. Timothy? Timothy!
God, what did we do? At Shaw's!
I must have blacked out just about then, because the very next thing that I could see was the light of the day. Again. My stomach was full as it could be, Joe, and nobody ever got around to finding Timothy.
Oh, that's sad. Timothy! Timothy! Where on earth did you go?
Timothy! Timothy! God, why don't I know?
Timothy! Oh, Timothy!
Oh, Timothy! Where on earth did you go?
Timothy!